friends! Here is our recap of what we did for CC Cycle 1 Week 7. For timeline, we played our bomb game and we just did the hand motions that are available on CC Connected and sang along with the song. For math, we went back to doing our physical challenges. The kids really enjoyed that. They did some wall sits and some Russian twists. Those were very challenging. They had a lot of fun. For history, we came up with some hand motions for some of the words. So for Hinduism, it's dot on the forehead, developed about around 1500. So we made a 1 and a 5, 1500 BC, and is known for karma. We made a K. Reincarnation, we did this. Reincarnation, which is like spirit. And the caste system, founded in the 6th century. So we made a number 6. BC. Buddhism, I don't know if you can see that, we rubbed our bellies. They got a kick out of that. Teaches self-denial as the path to enlightenment. For Latin, we worked on the 3rd declension noun endings, and it's to the tune of Bingo. It's just like a little tweaked. So we just sang through the song a few times and played hot potato. For science, the question was, what are some ways that animals reproduce? And so there were some hand motions. Some ways that animals reproduce are live birth, we rock the baby, eggs, so you're pretending you're holding a basket of eggs, fragmentation, and budding. And then we did talk about what kind of animals reproduce this way, because fragmentation and budding, those sound kind of weird. So specifically, obviously live births was most mammals reproduce that way, and then eggs, most reptiles, birds, and they came up with these answers themselves, so that was good. And then for fragmentation, it was starfish is a good example, and also earthworms. They can be broken, and then 2 can grow from those broken pieces, which is so incredible. And then for budding, it's coral. Coral reproduces that way. For English, we chanted our prepositions in, inside, and to, like, near, and then they can't help themselves. They keep going. So we sang through the whole song a couple times. And then for geography, we looked at the Roman Empire and we tried to connect it back to other previous weeks and whatever we already learned. So where it says Alexandria, I said, oh, where have you heard Alexandria before? And they remember the lighthouse of Alexandria from 7 Wonders of the Ancient World. And we talked about how Hispania sounds like Hispanic, and that's where most Spanish-speaking people come from, and it's also where modern-day Spain is. We talked about Gaul and or Gaul. The kids corrected me. They're like, it's not Gaul, it's Gaul. So, okay, Gaul. So Gaul is from the area of Europe where the Gaelic people come from. So Gaul, Gaelic, so that they might be able to remember that way. Germania looks like Germany, and that's where modern-day Germany is. And Carthage has like the word cart in the beginning, and that was a center for trade. So we were imagining moving a cart. So trade, cart, Carthage. So hopefully that'll help them remember that. And I told them what it was and had them mark it on the map and then erase it a few times. And then I showed them the Black Line Master. I think it's helpful for them to see it without all the words in it and be able to pick it out from the big map. So I said, tell me. And I just went around the room pointing at the different things. For fine arts, we started music theory with our tin whistle. They did so good. I'm so proud of them. For science, we went outside to do our nature walk where we looked for animals and we attended to nature. The kids got a little distracted with some other random things they found out there. But at the end of the day, one of the moms did come by with some other specimens that another class had found and shared it with us. So we were able to attend to millipedes, maggots, bees. We also talked about what types of animals they were. So were they vertebrates, invertebrates, that kind of thing. For review, we played Castle Sing Cannons, which is where they answer questions so that they can either get a solo cup or a ping pong ball, and they're trying to build up castles. It's 2 teams, and they're trying to build up castles, but at the same time, knock over the opposing team's castles, and then at the end of review, whoever had the most amount of castles up wins. And we sang through the whole timeline from the beginning up until this time, where we're at right now, India's Gupta Dynasty, and they did really well. So I'm looking forward to next week. They're doing so good. See you guys.